I give you the VW Nova. I'm calling it a VW because it's based on a VW Beetle chassis with the air-cooled Beetle engine, 1.6 litre no less. I love this car because it's not a quitter. It's built in 1967, very enduring, very inspirational. It's that kind of era where things like the Clockwork Orange were coming up with these mad sort of supercars of the future, supercar shapes of the future. And the Nova's just got something about it. It was an everyman's car. It was a kit car that was affordable, built for £750. I saw it and I just thought, I have to drive this car. I mean, look at the camber. Look at this out. Come look at the camber. Look at the state of it. These skinny little wheels. But I love it. And actually these little details just makes this car sing. It may be rough around the edges, but this car is undeniably beautiful. All right, let's see if I can get in. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You definitely, I mean, what is this? This is based on something from the 60s. It just feels, if you jumped in it, you'd think it was 80s. Ow, that's my shin. Yeah, when you put the clutch in, there's a little bit of centre console that tends to get in the way. All right, but let's see if I can make it go. The throttle's interesting. It's made from a skateboard wheel. Apparently that's all the rage with beach buggies in America. Can't say that it's going to take on in my world, I don't think. You have to drive this car though laid back. So I can see why it's kind of a bit West Coast. Mostly because if you're 6 foot tall, your head hits the roof. Otherwise, you kind of sit at a jaunty angle, and the steering matches my angle because it's slightly off to the left. You know, visually stunning from the outside. On the interior, things get quite basic, quite fast. There's no mistaking that you're in a kit car. There's stuff here that looks like something I made at preschool with some plasticine that rubs off. I'd spend time, if I was driving this for any length of time, which I wouldn't because I'd die of the carbon monoxide coming from the rear, but if I was, I'm sure I'd pick that clean. The gear change is pretty cool. It reminds me of some sort of Hemi or Hirsch, very, strong sort of thing. But realistically, it's not really connected to anything with any power. 50 horsepower from the 1.6 litre engine behind me. That's from a VW Beetle from the 60s. In fact, the chassis is also from a Beetle. But I love this car. I think it's very beautiful. It definitely speaks to its era and was very affordable. £750 when it was invented in Southampton, of all places. And the first kits constructed inside a boat building yard, as you do. I would like to say it took the world by storm, but it definitely had its day, especially in America, where it really seemed to suit the sort of embrace of, I don't know what you call them really, but those really low-slung, sleek and sexy sports cars that were coming up. Cannonball Run, Lamborghini Countach, Lamborghini Miura. I'm not sure you put this in the same sentence, but the styling definitely enthused by those cars. I'm not going to use fourth again, the car started shaking a bit. It's going to leave it in third. It's very strong smell of fuel. I'm told that that's normal in Novas. First time I saw this though, with the VW badge, just thought, what an endearing car. I was like, wow, I never knew that VW made those. Of course they didn't. But I love the fact that enthusiasts saw fit to model something that was based on a really expensive, exclusive and unattainable supercar and go, right, we're going to make our own in kit form, like an Airfix model, that people could sort of do their own thing. And I don't know who built this one and whether you have to sit in this position, but I'm glad that it's not my mechanic. A lot of steering going on there, a lot of steering going in. Dashboard, very ambitious. The speedo goes up to 90 miles an hour. According to this, I'm doing 55. The faster you go and the more spirited the cornering, the stronger the smell of fuel becomes. Keeping an eye on that, obviously. I don't see a fire extinguisher. There's a stereo on the left-hand side. God knows how you would hear anything coming out of it. I don't see any speakers for a start. I like it. I do feel a little bit like the Knight Rider. I don't know that Michael Knight would fit in this car. He's a little bit taller than me, especially with the bouffant at the top. Might cramp his style. It's a beaut. There's loads of gauges. I'm just pumping the brakes. Just pumping them up. There we go. It's ow! There goes the shin again on the clutch. I don't think we'll be doing lap times, but I just think this car looks cool. And when I saw it, I thought, I've never seen one of those before. I don't think they made very many of them. I read somewhere they only made 180. And most of them probably are rotting in the back of someone's garage, unloved and forgotten. But no, this is the Nova. It deserves its day. New sound. New sound coming out. It sounds a bit like an airplane. I really wouldn't be surprised if the front didn't take off. I believe we're generating quite a lot of lift. It's got some fantastic gizmos. I love the way that the roof comes off as a single section. So if you watch Cannonball Run II, you'll get a nice demonstration of that. This car also features, oh my God, all right, I left my braking a bit late there. I didn't realise I needed to start half a mile earlier. It was a big hit. Cannonball Run, Death Race, 2000. What's the other one? Condorman. Now, not a film I watched back in the day, but this car wreaked havoc on a bunch of Porsche 964s, left them for dust, including a 911 Slope, as they call it, the old slant-nosed. Saw him off nicely. Definitely an enduring car. Do you think that's a good 10 plus years after it was built, getting featured in those Hollywood movies? Love it. Bit of Burt Reynolds action. Again, there's buttons on the dashboard. You'd really have to park up to be able to use them. And there's a knob over here. What does that do? Unsure. Possibly it's connected to that wing mirror, but I don't think that mirror's moved in a very long time. What do you think though? I think it suits me. What do you think?
Interesting.
Smelly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very smelly. Just pumping the brakes. Pump those brakes, baby. Let's get them working. Nothing happens in a hurry. There's no point talking about 0 to 60. And as the owner said, if you go too fast in it, no one will see you. It's all about being seen. They're going to smell you. They're going to smell you coming around the corner. Oh, that's strong. Oh, that's it. I can take no more. Does it come in pig?